You called us the 10 boys?
Yeah, he said congrats,
Nice.
10 boys.
Nice. There's 10 boys.
We got too horny, and that's why.
I don't want him to come. Jake, how horny does this make you?
Very horny.
It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts. You see, they know it's never gonna get easy. You see, they know it's Minnesota, constant pain and misery.
And I'm a part of Al Qaeda.
It's 10K TV. It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts.
Dude, he could turn Daniel Jones into Brett Favre.
Minus the penis pics.
You can legally smoke crack.
What is a DVOA?
I went dicks, vaginas, or ass.
I think that's what it is.
Don't know much except to yell.
Welcome to another episode of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes. I'm your host, Adam Oz, joined always by my co-host, Kevin Olm, and producer, Dustin Luco, where we cover all things NFC North, with Kevin backing the Packers, Dustin supporting the Bears, and myself, of course, riding with the Vikings. Kevin, we're live for the first time recording.
Yeah, I have stage fright. I'm shocked. It's like we've done hundreds of podcast episodes, but now if I say something stupid, I can't cut it out.
Correct. You can't just bury the clip.
Well, I mean, I could cut
Bury
it
the
out.
file.
Actually, it's still.
I mean, it's out there.
It would be possible though for the record, you know.
So, if you're new to our edition of 10K TV, we do a little show where we cover primarily NFC North, obviously, and the whole catch is we support different teams in the NFC North, except the Lions. Fuck the Lions. We can all agree on that.
It was hard to find a fan of the Lions when we started
true.
doing this show
Correct, yeah.
5 years ago.
Correct. So I am a Vikings fan through and through. Kevin from Wisconsin is a Packer fan, and Dustin is from Illinois, so he's a Bears fan when it suits him.
Ish. Yeah.
So what we've been doing, this if this is your first time around, they're in the off season leading up to it. We do a top 10 series, and we're gonna end it this week with our top 10 teams going into 2025. We're each going to go down, give our list. You're going to find out we have differing opinions, I'm sure.
I feel like top 10 teams, though, like the quarterback is the one that I feel like gets the most contentious a lot of the time.
Yeah.
The one that we were smart enough to have Sarge celeb shot for.
Yeah.
The top 10 teams, I don't know, because I would
I think you
hope
can
that
justify the
two
order.
of our teams are probably included in that list.
I'm sure
but
I've got some oddballs there for
That's
you guys.
true, actually. The chaos.
But before we get into the top 10, we will cover some NFL news. And so when we do get into the season, we will, at the beginning of every show, cover some news. Obviously, if it pertains to the Vikings, Packers, Bears, NFC North, where it hits a little close to home, we're obviously going to touch on it. If, as of recording, we don't know, obviously, when news comes out, we have a history of when after we record, breaking news happens, which is great.
Packers are going to get Micah Parsons 10 seconds after we stop recording.
So we will cover some NFL news. Let's start here. As reported today by Kevin O'Connell, Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson to resume practicing this week, and will start to ramp up to the expectation of being ready week 1. No concerns have been coming out. He's been already running around doing individual stuff. But it looks
you're
like
not
he's
concerned?
resuming. No, I'm not.
Not at all.
Nope.
0% chance he misses week 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other sad news with the receiver, Vikings receiver Rondale Moore suffered a season-ending knee injury in the first preseason game against the Texans. Leaves punt return position wide open. I mean, that's why we brought him here for a 1-year, peanuts deal, and now
Yeah.
it's just that's a bummer.
You
but
guys lost Wongwu.
yeah,
how
he
you
was
say
never
it?
he was never
I've
a punt
never been
returner though.
confident.
We honestly have not had a stable punt returner since Marcus Sherrills.
Could have Aaron Jones do it.
No, we'll call up Kyron Williams and see if he can do some punt return.
Can we borrow Kyron?
Yeah.
Who is your punt returner now then?
They rotate around.
I think it was Powell too at one point, but he's not there anymore.
I mean it's always changing. I think Ty Felton has been kind of thinking about him a little bit. He's a rookie receiver. They've literally been taking the preseason to trot out numerous guys out there just to see. So that'll be fun. We're gonna find out.
Max Brosmer.
Yeah, dude. And then on the Packers side of things, Packers quarterback Jordan Love underwent surgery on his left thumb.
His left thumb.
yeah.
It's very important.
Due to an injury he suffered in their first preseason game.
Yeah.
Is he practicing yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was within the last week or so here that he had the thumb surgery, and it's, even though it's not like kind of something that is going to potentially impact his throwing hand or major surgery, it's still one of those things when you get knocked out and operated upon, there's a ramp up period again.
Yeah.
I know there were rumors, I think I might have even mentioned it the last show we had. There were people kept posting stuff on like Twitter and the subreddit about he's looking at his thumb with the trainer for a while and talking to Matt LaFleur. People were getting freaked out.
Yeah.
Real thing.
Justified.
Yeah, real
Justified
thing.
freak out.
Surgery, left thumb. I cannot stress how much of how left that thumb is.
I don't know. Might cause some ball security issues.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have to cling to the left side of this because it's not good news. Also, everybody else in the Packers is like a little bit hurt right
Kevin
now.
staunchly left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure. Yeah. But
Takeaway.
yeah, I mean, we could kind of pivot probably to like the second week of the preseason here.
Marshawn Lloyd. What about him? Don't forget about him. He's
hurt
injured again.
Yeah.
Hamstring issue.
His other appendix
may
burst.
miss season opener.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd.
Second
So
round pick.
in the second preseason game against the Colts,
Yep.
that the Packers just wiped the floor with the Colts. It was just so good.
It's good.
But Marshawn Lloyd, I saw about 4 balls bounce off of his hands. He was heavily featured.
Those aren't what was hurt though.
No, but he was focused on the hamstring, and then it's
Gotcha.
you only have so many body parts that you think about at one time.
Sure.
Basically, the entire Packers starting lineup and then like 8 other guys didn't play in this game, whether it was like veteran rest or a bunch of dudes are like kind of banged up right now.
Nice.
So it was
How's
a
that receiver
weird.
room looking?
Like we had our backup kicker out there. It was weird. It was
Usually don't carry one of those.
no, it was a weird. He was like from Ireland or something too. He's like a soccer player.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very strange. So I watched a little bit of that game, but it was also funny because the Colts brought out like their entire starting lineup to start the game, and it was like, I
Well, they
don't
got to
know.
figure out who's playing quarterback.
Yeah, that's true, and they both looked kind of bad. I don't really know what to make of it, honestly. Yeah, so that's really the whole Packers update. Besides that, we're for sure getting Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
It
because
was reported by a dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Congratulations on landing Micah Parsons. I'm sure you won't have to give up much for that. Jerry Jones usually very fair.
I mean, I'd give up Rashawn Gary and a first for Micah Parsons.
I don't know if the Cowboys would take that.
I don't know if they would take that either, but I'd
And
like
they
them to
shouldn't.
take that.
They-
Yeah,
they shouldn't take
yeah,
that.
that
They
would
absolutely
be a
shouldn't
lot
take
cooler if they did take
mean,
that.
Yeah. I don't really think there was any Bears.
Their offense looked really good against
Bears,
the Bills.
the Bears destroyed the Bills. The Trubisky revenge game did not go according to plan at all.
Damn.
Caleb Williams looks less mad than he did 2 weeks ago.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good. He's not getting upset about missing a hole in a net. It's good.
yeah.
Around the league, Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford returned to practice today, but McVay called the situation that it remains fluid, and as they take it day by day, even week by week. Not at all concerning for people that
even
have
month by month, honestly.
that have Puka or Devontae Adams in fantasy, because especially with that coming around the corner, their ADPs rely heavily because then it is Jimmy Garoppolo, and we know how Devontae Adams feels about Jimmy Garoppolo.
God
So-
damn it! Yeah.
So
Jimmy Garoppolo is just following this man around.
so that's gonna, and I mean that impacts the entire team. Obviously, the Rams are they hinge fully on Matthew Stafford. The defense is promising. Offensive weapons now are promising. Like Kyron Williams looks.
Yeah, he's
Solid.
he's the linchpin that holds it all together.
Yeah.
You need him to
If
facilitate.
he's not
that
there,
offense.
they are like maybe a fringe wild card team.
Yeah.
So that's a little terrifying. Browns named Joe Flacco as their Week 1 starter, which isn't that surprising. I mean, I think we kind of knew that was happening, but
yeah,
Shadur balled out against a bunch of 3rd or 4th stringers, so that's good.
yeah. I
Dylan
mean,
Gabriel didn't as much. He did have a shot.
he refused to sign an autograph for a kid, I think, too.
Shadur, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
That's a good
He
look.
said, "I got to warm up." He said it'd be a worse look if I signed this.
Yeah, because everybody's like, Shadur, you know,
Signing autographs
You've been
for
doing
kids.
so well with the PR. You really need to take a step back and focus on your game.
Yeah, that's Dylan Gabriel kind of had a shot. He's like, I don't really pay too much attention to it. I'm just trying to focus on football. And
It's funny that that's a shot. At
I know,
Shadur.
I
Like,
know. So
I'm not an asshole, and Shadur's like, hey,
the Browns are great. Browns running back. Well, I can't even really say Browns running back. Quinshon Judkins not to face any criminal charges from like a legal, standpoint from the U.S.
still
government.
hasn't signed a
But he still remains
deal.
unsigned
Yeah.
because the Browns are waiting to see what the NFL might do regarding a punishment, if any.
Yeah,
And
in
I'm
terms
like-
of a suspension, we should also probably mention the Rashee Rice situation.
Yep.
So Jordan Addison got his 3-game
Which
suspension.
we all expected to happen. We're like,
And-
okay, get it out of the way. Fine,
Yeah.
cool.
And then Rashee Rice, it came out today that his disciplinary hearing will be at the end of September.
Yeah, the Chiefs petition to get that pushed to next year. Again, this thing happened, by the way, now a couple years ago.
Can we have the disciplinary hearing in 2045?
Yeah, and the NFL said, nope, it's happening this season. So now it looks like he will be playing to start the season, but now the question is when and how many games will he be suspended?
Yeah.
Because that could obviously impact a lot of things down the stretch if it's not until even November.
It matters.
It matters a lot.
matters a
You'd
lot.
almost wish they just
Well,
get
and
him
there was-
suspended now.
There was an article, somebody was reporting that the NFL was pushing for 10-plus games.
yeah.
Because this is not a situation that's laid out in the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
So it's whatever they want
And
to
the
do.
NFLPA quickly shut their they objected to that. They very much were like, nope, there's no precedent based on this that we can go out. You can't just, I don't know, basically saying you can't set an example. But I don't know. It's messy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to really see anything. Did anything ever happen with Alvin Kamara either? I don't the nightclub incident?
No, I think they
they're
settled
ever-
or something,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
think he ever missed time. Texans trade their receiver John Mechie and a 2026 6th-round pick to the Eagles for tight end Harrison Bryant and a 2026 5th-round pick.
Cool.
So the teams actually just gave each other their original picks back from a previous trade
they?
they made
Oh,
back in
geez.
March. So they're like, wait, I want my pick back. And no, all right, I'll get ours too.
no trade back.
So that's sure. And all this really tells me is the Texans must really like their Iowa State receivers that they drafted, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, because
Yeah.
their receiver room is Nico Collins and Christian Kirk.
There's
To be
entirely
determined number 2.
Yeah.
there's entirely too many Iowa State guys in the NFL now. By the way,
There are.
Yeah,
there are
I
a
don't like
lot.
that.
There are a lot. Yeah. You can have a whole fantasy team just based on Iowa State.
too many cyclones.
Yeah.
swirling around. There's one piece of news that I found here.
'Kay.
Because we're getting towards real news here, but in the offseason I like to Google NFL news and just see
What the headlines
what's
are.
out there.
Yep.
14 NFL teams are in the first wave of official NFL branded Crocs. Do you think any of our teams are within that wave?
Dude, I've had Bears Crocs before.
Those
That
weren't
doesn't surprise
official.
me. I could
Those
see
can't have been official.
the Bears, I don't know. I feel like because Chicago is such a metropolitan area. The
big market.
Packers I could see.
Okay.
I mean, small town Wisconsin.
So if you were to
I
guess,
think a lot of people in Wisconsin own Crocs.
I'm gonna give
A
you.
lot
I'm
of
gonna
other
give you.
states.
There 2 of the 3 of our teams are included.
Okay.
Who's not?
I would say the Bears just based on thinking of fan base, I guess. I don't know.
Dustin, what's your guess?
I think it's the Vikings. I think the Bears are in this.
You are both wrong. You both
Packers?
have Crocs.
Seriously?
I do not
That's-
get Crocs.
That's shocking. That's
Yeah,
shocking.
I don't see a picture of the Bears ones, but the Vikings ones have little horns
Nice.
out of the holes in
Oh,
the front.
sweet.
Yeah,
Nice. Might have to get me a pair.
so cool.
So you don't even have to buy the little attachments that you plug into the holes.
No.
They come with it.
I think
Yeah.
they come with it. Yeah.
Nice. That's good.
So congratulations, boys.
Thank you.
I'm jealous.
I will be buying a pair as soon as they are released.
You guys each buy one and wear them to the studio, just in front of me. Just be like, look,
right.
don't you wish?
Okay, I don't really have any other news. I mean, yeah, other than Commanders Brian Robinson to sit amid uncertainty, so he's looking for a deal. I think.
Uncertainty,
So
yeah.
that's always good.
Well, because the running backs, they tap each other in. James
Yeah.
Cook just got his deal.
Yeah.
Now it's Brian Robinson's turn.
Not to mention that James Cook did get a deal. Did I miss that?
yeah.
Oh, all right.
He got 448, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looking for like 18 or 19 or something like that?
I don't know, dude. He's a running back.
Yeah. Terry McLaurin still not practicing, so he's just holding out.
Yep.
He's not even holding in. So
Yeah, I thought he was holding in.
I don't think
I thought
no,
he was in the
he
building.
hasn't like been there. I guess that's the problem. So I don't know. Not good. Titans quarterback Cam Ward got in a scuffle with Jeffrey Simmons, the defensive tackle. So,
Beautiful.
nice. Okay, let's get to our top 10 teams going into the 2025 season here. We will be starting with our 10 and working our way up to number 1.
We got to start with Dustin too.
Yeah, we will start with Dustin. Do we want to save him for last?
I want to start with Dustin
Okay.
because sometimes I worry that we go and then Dustin
Sure.
Dustin
No,
makes
I-
an audible.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
I've stuck to my guns.
He scribbles
the
out
last
the
couple.
Jaguars and he writes
Yeah.
something better.
Yeah.
I do not have them on my list.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's a good sign.
So
yeah.
number 10, Dustin, what is your 10th best team going into
My
the season?
10th best team is the Green Bay Packers. I know you guys probably have them a little higher.
I have them as 10 as well.
Okay, I was gonna
I
say
have them a little higher.
I mean, yeah, you got Josh Jacobs, you got a beat up Jordan Love. So we'll see how he comes back from this.
Dustin, were
Yes,
you not
I know,
listening?
But you,
Still beat up.
we've seen quarterbacks in
easily
the
have
past.
his
Dustin,
right
which
thumb.
do the hands out in front right now. Which thumb?
Could easily happen to his.
Which thumb is it?
I don't know.
It's the
you
left
still need
thumb.
your left hand to be able to like
No.
control the ball.
No, he'd cut his left hand off. He'd still be fine.
All right,
and
let's see
snaps
it.
will be
But
interesting.
besides
You'd have
that,
to like basket catch him.
you guys
but
still don't have a wide receiver 1.
Correct.
we might.
And all the receivers you
Could.
have, you've had
Honestly,
issues
it's
with
kind of
all of them.
it
I
feels
mean,
like we've like fate has taken our wide receiver core and we've like sacrificed them all to like forge Matthew Golden. Hopefully,
I don't know. That seems like, just.
I mean, I
think
there's
about it.
just
Like
too-
we've
there's
ritual
too many-
sacrificed like 15 guys. Like, we turned Bo Melton into a corner.
Yeah, but like that's because they weren't good at receiver. It's because they're not any good.
Well, you got guys that drop passes.
was all right.
It's like
you
Happy
got
Gilmore.
guys
You
that
ain't
can't
any
stay
good.
healthy.
Okay, so you're concerned with the offense more so than the defense.
Well, you also lost Jair, and you didn't really replace him.
Yeah.
no, we replaced him with Bo Melton. I just told you this.
Yeah. Cornerback room.
I
is
might
a-
put him
it-
in honorable mentions now.
It's a big concern. Like, I mean, you're getting a guy that started for a really bad Raiders defense,
Sure.
Nate Hobbs. Keyshawn Nixon, who was a return guy until he had to play more actual like on-field defense.
Yeah.
You have McKinney, which he's good.
Uh-huh.
Your other safeties.
Evan Williams, second-year player.
Never heard
Yeah.
of him.
Great rookie year.
Okay. Who's your other corners in that room?
Valentine.
Okay.
Valentine. I'm not kidding. That's
Yeah,
those are their names.
exactly. It sounds like a made-up name.
It does sound.
So-
It's a bummer because it rhymes with the last guy I said.
Yeah,
It
I have
sounds
them, I
made
have
up.
them at 10. I don't care what Bukowski says. The passing attack needs to be more consistent in order for the Packers to compete
Oh, it
with
for
the
sure
top
does.
teams in the
Yeah.
NFC and NFL in general. Like they did not have a good record against the top teams in the NFC in general. 1-5 in the division, and really easily could have been 0-6.
No, that was a scheduled blocked field goal.
Josh Jacobs was fantastic last year, especially in the second half of the season, but other offensive playmakers, i.e. Matthew Golden, unproven entity, we'll find out how he is, and then other guys can Dontavian Wicks catch a football? We'll find out.
Tucker Kraft.
But other offensive playmakers need to emerge. So it's just there's uncertainty. There needs to be see it more on the field. I think from a lot of guys. Like this is a big
Right.
year for a lot of players on offense, especially.
See, now
and defense.
this is the part where we've established we've now we're doing the scratch off on our lists here. We found 2 Packers already. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Mine's coming up in the not too distant future. I'm curious where the Vikings are for all 3 of us, and I'm curious where the Bears are for Dustin. Because I know we don't have the Bears
No.
in our top 10.
No.
I know that for a fact.
I don't even think I have them in my. If I extended it to like 16,
top half.
they won 5.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Ben
Yeah,
Johnson.
and they got
though.
a
Come
new
on,
offensive
Ben Johnson.
scheme. They've got all these young players
So
that are
okay,
emerging. into
we'll
their-
get to you supporting the Bears because I know you have them in your top 10.
All right, so Adam, or so we just did
I had-
both of
yeah,
your
so
top
your
10s.
10.
Okay,
Your 10.
my 10. I am putting the 49ers at 10. The 49ers are a difficult team, I feel like, to put your finger on. They have pieces. They have like some guys that could be huge home runs, Christian McCaffrey style. They have a lot of guys that are out. They have a lot of guys that are hurt. They have lost pieces. They no longer have Debo. They won't have Ayuk to start the season. It's only a matter of time till somebody shoots Pearsall again. Like it's just I'm not saying he deserves it. It's just it happened once. It's more
You
times
said the
than
same thing about Brian Robinson.
more times than we've all been shot put together. So like, yeah, it's true. So it's like there's some ambiguity there. I think they're a good football team. I think Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. And I think that they're in a division that I don't think is like super strong. You know, I don't think the Cardinals are like a terrible team. I don't think the Seahawks are bad. I don't think the Rams are bad unless Stafford doesn't play. So it's like they're kind of a question mark for me. And so I'm putting them at 10 because they were just a hair above the other teams that I was considering.
Interesting.
Are
So
they-
You do have your team's kryptonite below the Packers.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's good. Do you
I
guys,
feel like
do you
if-
play the Niners this year?
I mean, we will in the playoffs at some point.
You know how that's gonna end.
Yeah, I don't think we do, but I'd have to double.
Yeah, I
check.
didn't include the Niners in my list. I mean, you got Ayuk coming off of a pretty big injury.
Yeah,
McCaffrey's always banged
We
up,
do
and he's
not.
getting older. I mean, yeah, you lost Debo.
You're like the
defense
biggest
lost-
Brock Purdy guy.
I am a big Brock
That's
Purdy
true.
guy, but
Like,
the defense
this
has
doesn't
also
make
it's
lost.
not rocking out with your Brock out right now.
Defense has
Dustin.
also lost some key pieces.
Yeah,
I just don't.
and that's why I
see
think
them having
for
a
me
great year
they
again.
squeak into 10. This is not like a I feel good about it 10. There's a lot of teams I could talk myself into at 10.
I mean,
and
they
I'm
didn't even
kind
make
of-
the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
Correct.
And you have
'cause
them at 10?
The vibes are really bad.
yeah. The vibes are bad.
You keep that thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Keep
let's
that
hold on to
thought
that.
on why you just said.
Yeah,
You have
didn't
them
make
at
the
10 and they
playoffs.
didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, why do I need to keep that thought?
Let's just keep. Let's all keep it.
Just
let's
keep
just
the
hold
thought.
it close.
We'll come
just
back to
keep
that.
it. Keep
We'll
it
come
in
back to
our
that.
keep it in our heart right now, and we'll come back to it later.
What's your
maybe.
9, Dustin?
My 9 is the Denver Broncos.
I wanted you to see the Bears so fucking bad right there. The Denver Broncos.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, you got another team with a lot of young guys on it. I mean, they played a really good end of the season
Not that
last
young.
year. I mean,
not Boomer Bo. Not that young.
You
Could be younger.
you teed Adam up so perfectly for that
younger.
Bo Nix is old joke. Like that's
Boomer
Adam's
Bo.
favorite. That's his favorite joke.
he's a quarterback, though. He's still got like 13 or 14 more years in the league.
He played like 80-something games in college. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, and if he makes
He's
it till
having
he's
fun.
40, he's still going to have a longer career than most players.
Okay, so the Broncos. I actually have the Broncos higher up on my list. Adam, are they on your list?
No, they're not.
Really?
I have an honorable mention, but I have reasons for it.
I also think that they have a good head coach, even though you think he's a butthole.
No, he has. He
might
he
be a
has
butthole.
He has a butthole mouth.
A butthole mouth? Okay.
Yes, 'cause
well,
his lips are always pursed. It's like puckering.
it's played by Kevin James, though. Paul Blart.
That's tough. That's tough.
Peanut Blart and jelly.
You know,
I-
they should have had Kevin James go out there in one of the preseason games. Just
Yeah,
at the
'cause, you know,
beginning.
Sean
Put that
Payton would
headset
love it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Payton, a famously good sport.
Loves having fun.
Comedy.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll talk more about the Broncos when we get to them in my list. So, Adam, you're 9.
My 9, I have the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, wide receiver is a big concern right now, but Ricky Pearsall, if you look at his numbers down the stretch last season, he looked really solid. And especially like in running that slot receiver role, man to man, he was really good. Like if you just look at his separation ability, I mean,
You said end of the season, right?
yeah,
Not,
Yeah.
beginning.
correct.
Yeah, he had
right.
to recover.
Yeah.
If CMC is still CMC, this
some
offense
weight.
should still be plenty potent. George Kittle, obviously, still very good. Brock Purdy had quietly a good season last year, despite all of the injuries and the bad vibes that they had to deal with.
Mexican heritage, too.
Defense is starting to age a bit, but they have Kyle Shanahan calling the offense, and they got Robert Saleh back calling the defense.
Yeah.
That's low-key one of the better moves a team has made this offseason, actually bringing him back
the
as a
Jets
defensive
still
coordinator.
paying Robert Saleh?
Probably.
I think they are.
Probably.
That's crazy.
This team will bounce back. They also have the easiest schedule this year. They went
Yeah,
from
actually.
they went from the hardest schedule last year to the easiest schedule this year. I mean, it feels like they are gonna bounce back, and they're like, because this is what they do. They're bad, or they're really good for like a handful of years, and then they're bad, and then they reset. Like they have one down year, and then they come back being like, boom, making deep playoff runs. There you go. So obviously, if CMC is done and over the hump, then that sucks. If they're receiving, if Ricky Pearsall doesn't develop, Brandon Ayuk never comes back, all this stuff. Like
There's
the
stuff
house
that
of
could go
cards falls,
wrong. I
of
mean, they're
course.
only at 9.
But I just think they have too much like top talent still with like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, George Kittle. Like they have guys that are among the best at their positions, not to mention really good play callers on each side. So
Yeah, nice.
and not a great division either. Not a confirmed like really solid division. Like,
no,
there's a lot of weird
it's a nebulous
fluctuating
division.
teams right
Yeah.
now. So what's your 9?
My number 9 is the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, you made the top 10.
Interesting you have them below the Packers.
Weird, isn't it? It's weird how that works out. So the Minnesota Vikings, I don't think I need to tell you, have a good defense for the first half of the season every year.
Sure.
And you have a pretty decent supporting cast, but you are missing potentially the most important position in all of sports.
Decent supporting cast. Okay.
Yeah, pretty decent.
Okay.
You have like an all-world wide receiver 1. You have a wide receiver 2 that isn't very good at driving. You have an aging
You
running
need that
back.
on the football field, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean you got to get to the
I'm not
stadium.
playing golf.
No, but you got to get there. Yeah, you have an aging running back and a castaway for another team who's younger.
Who had the best season of his career.
You have a
in
tight
yards.
end with 1.2 knees, I'd say probably at this point,
Yeah.
He's also
which is
old.
less than you'd want. Is he old now?
No, he's not
How
old.
old
He's
is
old.
He's like 27.
He's older than that.
I don't think he is.
How
Yeah, he's been on the
Sure,
Vikings
yeah,
for
I
like
think
what,
so.
3 seasons
28.
now?
28.
Oh, is he older?
That's not that old for
That's
a
not
tight
that
end.
old.
No. I appreciate the
27.
backup though, Dustin.
Yeah.
That's great. So this is I might be spoiling my next pick here, but I had to do this for the brand.
Interesting.
And I believe it with
0-2,
every cell of my
0-2
body.
against the Vikings with Sam Darnold as their quarterback.
Yeah.
And yet, still below.
Yeah.
Took a step back this year.
Yeah.
Because
do you think that there's a
you
world
definitely
where
were very high on Sam Darnold.
do you think
he
do
would
you
have
think
no
that there's
problem.
a world where JJ McCarthy is worse than Sam Darnold was last year?
I mean, because he's a first. This is his first snaps.
Is there a world?
Yeah. There's also a world where
Okay.
he's better.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's
Play
that's-
hypothetical games.
No, but that's the uncertainty that I'm trying to factor in here.
there's also
'Cause
the
I
world
asked
where
you
he's
that-
better.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah, he
choose
could
to
win.
ignore
He
that
could win
part.
MVP next year.
He could.
He could.
He could.
He could win the Super Bowl.
Mahomes won MVP his first.
Yeah.
It literally can happen. It's a
Or his
possibility.
second.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but his first year as a starter. Connect the dots.
Yeah,
with
he
me.
can't win the first year
Yeah.
because he meniscus. Yeah. All right, Dustin, you're number 8.
My number 8 is the LA Chargers.
Okay.
I don't think you guys will have them on your list.
I have him on my list.
I have him on my
do?
list.
Okay.
I'm getting
They
fooled
had the
again.
number one like scoring defense last year.
Yeah.
By a wide margin. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
And Harbaugh.
And Harbaugh.
Yeah, I know. So here's the reason I have them at 8. They're in a tough division.
Okay.
I didn't put the Raiders on my list, so you guys know. But I
Didn't put the Raiders on your top 10 list.
But I think the Raiders will put up a fight. Not that they're going to win their division at all, but they're going to be a tough team
Okay.
to play against.
Yeah, I mean they are in one of the tougher divisions. I think that the Raiders might be frisky, and the Broncos I think are going to be good, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 3 teams in that division in my top 10. I'm not saying it's going to be the best like record division or anything like that, but they're all teams that could definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. So Chargers at number 8. Are you a Justin Herbert guy? I can't remember.
I don't mind him. I don't think he's
That's a
really
no.
proven
You're a
himself
lad
a
guy, though,
ton.
for
I am
sure.
a huge lad
Oh,
guy. They
he's
also
a huge.
He had no
lad
idea
guy.
who he was going into last year, though.
I picked
Zero
him on my
idea.
team in the draft.
You picked him because you saw his name. You
Yeah,
had
he
no
did it.
idea
Yeah,
who
does
he
have a funny
was.
name.
Just a little.
I always
lad.
got to get one of those
And
guys on my
McConkey.
team.
Yeah.
But no, they got
Funky.
Keenan Allen back. Obviously, he's not the receiver he used to be, but
At all. He's twice the receiver he used to be.
But yeah, he'll be really good to help Ladd progress even more. And I don't know. I'd say he'll probably end the season with like 50 receptions, which
Cool.
isn't terrible for a guy that's probably
100?
done after this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, it's a farewell tour. All right, Adam, what's your number 8?
My number 8, I have the Minnesota Vikings as long as J.J. McCarthy doesn't turn the ball over excessively and continues to grow and develop as the season goes on, I expect the Vikings to be a very competitive team this year. Obviously, I've mentioned, a lot of confidence in the defense. I think our pass rush will be among one of the best in the NFL. They only got better, adding in Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave in the interior. I mean, that was the weak point, and we added those two guys. Obviously, you have Grenard, Van Ginkel back, Dallas Turner. They
out in practice.
Yeah.
Showing out in practice, Dallas Turner. Hopefully, he gets up to 15 snaps this year.
Okay.
Total.
Yeah. I don't think he was that far behind a lot of several guys. I think he had one less sack than Jared Verse. I remember saying so, and 300 less snaps. So that's fun.
He had 300 total snaps last year.
Yeah. So
that's not a lot.
Little more than correct. But I'm saying, then look at how much Jared Verse had, and then compare the sack.
302.
Okay.
Don't forget the 2.
Okay. Jared Verse, I think, had almost double that and had one more sack.
How many of those were kneel downs though?
His overall grade was 63.9.
Okay, that's fine.
PFF. I cite it when it suits my argument.
That's sometimes
sure.
passing.
No, I do. I think the offense will again remain as long as Kevin O'Connell is calling the plays, and we have Justin Jefferson out there and T.J. Hawkinson, Jordan Addison. Obviously, we missed them the first 3 weeks, but after that, 3 weeks in a 17-week season.
Well,
that
potentially more if his dog gets sick again.
Potentially.
We have to monitor that dog situation very closely.
Correct. Yeah, let's just keep an eye on his dog. So I think the Vikings will be a very competitive team, but obviously it's a brand new quarterback, obviously. So it's not like we're going in with a guy, whether that's known as a bust in Sam Darnold. He still was a vet going in. He had a lot of arm talent. He was drafted number 3 overall for a reason. But if Kevin O'Connell can get what we got out of Sam Darnold, I feel pretty confident in him getting what he thinks he can get out of J.J. McCarthy for how excited he was about J.J. McCarthy or is about J.J. McCarthy. So I remain optimistic until proven otherwise or given a reason not to be. There will be bumps, obviously. Don't panic. But I think overall it's going to be a very positive season. So
Yeah, I mean, Vikings fans, you guys are always optimistic.
correct.
Yeah. All right. My number 8 is also my own team. It's the Packers. I could not put them any higher. I really tried to do some mental gymnastics and try and
you have a limit.
backflip up a couple more
Even you have
spots.
a
And I was like, I don't think I can do it. The Packers offense, I think last season we saw Jordan Love that had some nagging stuff going on. So thankfully he's fully healthy this year and nothing bad could ever happen.
Minus his left
Since
thumb.
I had this note written down. He's not going to, nothing could ever happen. He's indestructible. The receivers, I'm not going to lie. I wish the situation was different.
Matthew Golden could suck.
Matthew Golden could suck. But
There's a world where he's terrible.
we look at the Packers offense last season. It's the same guys. We did have Christian Watson, which we probably won't have at all this year. But at the same time, we only had him half the time last year. Christian Watson, famously made of glass.
But he had a higher ceiling than Randy Moss, I was told.
Oh yeah, that's a ceiling.
That is,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get to that ceiling.
Ceiling
anymore.
is make-believe world, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetical ceiling.
Yeah, with steroids.
Sure.
So we're missing Christian Watson, but it was always kind of going to be by committee. And Matthew Golden, he could be anything. He could be a boat. We don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a mystery box element there. Josh Jacobs is awesome. I think the offensive line is decent. I like Tucker Kraft a lot. On the defensive side, I'm looking for another step. I feel like the Packers defense took at least a step or two last season under the new defensive coordinator leadership, Jeff Hafley. They were noticeably more entertaining as a defense than I have seen a Packers defense be in my entire life outside of 2010.
Low bar.
Yeah. No, very low bar,
Yep.
but it made me happy. I mean, Hafley was getting head coaching interviews this last round of coaching hires. I don't know how close he actually got to getting one, but I think he's doing something right there. So
Was it like a Zoom interview, like an email?
it was the
What
Jets.
kind of he walked
It was
into
the Jets.
offices.
They flew him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And maybe they
Yeah,
were
they
looking
flew
for
him
a
out of
defensive guy
town.
because they hired Aaron Glenn. But
Okay.
either way, I look at it as I want the defense to take another step. And I think the offense needs to be more consistent. I think that this is a team that is primed. You know, they had a decent record last year, but not a good one in the division. I think they can hopefully. I mean, if we can go 500 in the division, I think that's a wild card.
That's you're just hoping to go 500. I guess.
No, but I'm saying if we
Be a
do,
step up
that
from
would
last
be a
year.
step.
It would
yeah.
be a step up.
It
That's
would
true.
be
step up.
Yeah,
Almost half.
massive step up.
Yeah, get the same record in the division as the Bears.
We can block 2 field goals from the Bears
Yeah.
and beat them that way.
Then you'll have 2 wins.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was Virginia. Maybe
Double
she
your
was
wins in the
problem.
division.
Yeah,
That's a big step.
yeah, it's huge. Okay, so number 7, Dustin.
Number 7, I have the Detroit Lions.
I'm really getting fucking worried where
I
he
am
has the
getting
Bears.
very-
Every time I get a little more worried.
So yeah, they lost both coordinators. They still have a lot of weapons. Jamison Williams really stepped up the second half of the year too. They started utilizing him more in the way that you'd think they would have.
Sure.
Throwing it to him?
Throwing it to him and him catching it.
Yes.
That's an
Yes.
important
Correct.
thing.
I forgot about
I
the
just
second
don't.
half.
I mean, yeah, they have new coordinators on both sides of the ball. Their
Keeping away from
defense.
FanDuel.
I don't know how much. How long was Aaron Glenn with them as
Couple
defensive
years.
coordinator?
He
Okay,
was there for a
so-
while. It was like
so
the
pretty
whole
similar-
Dan Campbell tenure, I think,
it was
wasn't it?
pretty similar to like Ben Johnson timing. But
Okay, so the defense obviously got better in those years.
Yeah.
So I don't see the defense I don't think they lost.
I don't see the defense cratering. They do get Aiden Hutchinson back. I don't know what.
But then on
what
the-
brand of Aiden Hutchinson
he was
they
with
get.
them. He was with them since he's been their defensive coordinator since 2021. So
Okay, so a while. Yeah.
And then on the offensive side, I mean, even having a new coordinator, you just have so many weapons that
Yeah,
you
he
can
came
use.
with
It's
Dan
hard to
Campbell.
it's hard to fuck it up.
Who is their offensive coordinator now? Lions offensive.
I can't tell you that.
Coordinator is.
we don't know.
John Morton.
Oh, I did know that.
Who the
But
fuck
yeah, I mean,
is that?
they're probably still going to be
Stints with
winners
the
of the-
Raiders,
of the-
Jets, and
the
Saints.
division.
3 offenses that you just want a part of, you know?
My God, wait, he just came from the.
I don't know. This is the AI, so I
Came
got
from the,
nothing.
all right, he was the pass game coordinator for the Broncos last year. No. Yeah,
Yes.
last year. No.
Well, no,
How,
did
how,
he not
how
work
are
anywhere?
we? How
He
are we
didn't
going back
work.
and forth
He
this
didn't have a
much?
job.
He didn't work
last
last
year.
season.
Oh,
So-
good. He
That's
was
good.
resting.
Off the couch.
He was recharging.
He was with the Broncos
He was taking an Oxford
when they
year.
had
Yeah.
it was the first Sean Payton with Russell year.
He was
the
doing-
pass game coordinator with Russell Wilson and Sean Payton a couple years ago. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't hold that against him
Last
too much because
year-
we saw that Russell didn't really do anything in Pittsburgh either.
Last year, he has the same job that Mike McCarthy has now. You know, like it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Just nothing right now.
Nothing. Just weighing his options.
All right, Adam, 7.
My 7, I have the Los Angeles Rams. Now, this ranking is going off of the assumption that Matthew Stafford will be playing. Obviously,
disc.
if comes out, in a couple weeks that he is very much not going to be playing in the early part of the year, and
Practicing.
who knows, or he gets dinged up and he's out for the season. Clearly, we're making these rankings on the assumption of injuries are off.
Yeah.
So I think when he is playing, them adding Devontae Adams, already having Puka Nacua, and Matthew Stafford hasn't reached the proverbial QB cliff, which he didn't show any signs of that last year. Like, it looked like he could make still all the throws he needed to. Kyron Williams still looked very productive. The offensive line got better. The defense came on at the end of
The spine issue, does that count as the cliff?
No, I mean, I don't think so.
As far as places to have a problem
Yeah,
go,
we'll
it's
see.
probably the one I'd want least.
We'll see. Yeah. So I think if all of those questions that are right now happening are not actually a question going into the year, this team could be very scary come January, given Sean McVay.
Yeah.
How
They
the
were
defense
scary this
was.
January.
They were scary
Yeah,
this last January.
very much so.
Yeah.
So I just think that this is a team. It feels like no one's going to want to play if they're all healthy, because already adding Devontae Adams is that's a big upgrade over Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, no, that's
Current day
totally
Cooper Kupp.
fair.
So yeah.
All right, so my number 7 that we're on now is the Broncos. I feel like I owe the Broncos an apology. I thought they were going to be hot garbage last year, and
you weren't a believer.
I was not a believer.
You were convinced the
I
Vikings
had
got fleeced.
I had you just whispering sweet nothings about how old he is into my ears, and I drank that that ageist Kool-Aid that you fed me. Bo quietly had like kind of a nice season after like a rocky first month.
Yeah.
There's a hard line where you can see, and I think they've talked about they made some changes to like Sean Payton's ridiculous 50-word play calls that he was calling in, where like the whole play clock was just the play call. And once they made that change, he was a lot more effective. I think this team has some decent pieces. I think they have a good defense. I'm excited to see what happens next with these guys, and I'm excited because you guys got fleeced. And so, if hypothetically Bo Nix looks really good and J.J. McCarthy maybe looks shitty, hypothetically, God forbid, that would be pretty fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be fun for you, Dustin?
Why not?
Yeah, they got fleeced.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Dustin, number 6.
My number 6 is going to be a resurgence year for the
Ooh.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Ah.
You don't like that, do you? No, I mean, you got.
I mean, their defense is so bad.
It'll
and
be
that's
better this
half
year.
of
It
that.
can't be worse than last
No,
year.
I think it could.
No.
I think if Trey Hendrickson goes elsewhere, I think it could be definitely worse.
I don't know. That's a lot of money to free up.
To get who?
I don't
To get
know.
Micah?
Maybe, yeah. That's their master plan.
Okay, that's chestnut checkers right there.
Yeah, I mean, you
I mean,
get,
their offense is really good.
well,
Don't
yeah,
get me
and
wrong.
You get, I mean, Chase Brown stepped up big
Chase
time.
Brown's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
You kept Higgins and Chase.
Where do you put Zach Taylor in the hierarchy of coaches here?
Middle of the pack.
So middle coach.
Well, he's made
good
it to
offense,
the Super Bowl.
bad, like
Really bad.
really bad defense.
And they don't even have their only like bright spot on defense.
Yeah,
Practicing even.
yeah. The star of which their defense orbits around.
Correct.
I'm gonna tell you, Dustin. I didn't have the Bengals in my top 10,
I don't.
and I like their offense a lot.
Yeah.
I think everyone does. I think their coach is mediocre. Their coach gives me like skinny Mike McCarthy vibes.
Yeah.
But
They're a
the
fancy
defense.
they're a fancy football team that is just strictly streaming defense, and they're just hoping for a good week on a lucky, like in a 12-man league.
Yeah.
And it's bottom of the barrel defenses you're just going.
Yeah, you're
with.
hoping for like a blocked punt
Yeah.
return for a touchdown or
They're just
something.
hoping for one good week.
Well, they're going to score just as many points as they did last year, but they're not going to lose games because
Why?
They're going to be just as good and not be as bad.
And not be as bad, which means good.
Dustin Lugo.
It's a positive.
They will win more games than last year.
How many games did they win last year?
9.
I mean, it's possible. I'm not going to say it's not
There is
possible.
a world
Yeah.
where they win more
Is
than
there
9
a world,
games.
Dustin?
There is a world.
All right, Adam, 6.
My 6, I have the other LA team. I have the Los Angeles Chargers. I fully expect this team to build upon what they started in year 1 under Jim Harbaugh. How much does Keenan Allen have left in the tank? That's kind of the big thing because receiver 2 is non-existent. Like there is
No.
nothing proven on this roster. It is
Trey Harris.
Lad McConkey and
Johnston.
Quentin Johnston running routes and he gets open and it just hits him straight in the hands with the chest and he just drops it.
And the entire crowd at training camp goes, "Oh,
Yeah,
like I've never heard
I
people
don't
jeer at a
know
training camp before.
what they can do. I mean, like they added Omarion Hampton, which I think will be sick.
They have Najee with one working eyeball.
Najee, one working eyeball. They
all he
They
needs.
did lose Rashawn Slater to a full season injury.
That sucks.
That really sucks.
But they do.
They have Joe Alt
They're in a
still.
unique position to be able to throw their right tackle in as a very serviceable left tackle.
I mean, he played left tackle. I'm pretty sure in college.
So it's like if it had to happen, I guess you have somebody to put there. But
yeah, it is unfortunate. I mean, you always it always happens every year. As soon as a player gets like a massive payday,
Oh, yeah.
there's an injury that happens to someone. So it's like
You ask me to tell you the story of Darth Bakhtiari sometime. I'll just regale you with
you got
that
the bag
one.
and just said, "Nah, my knees don't work no more."
Well, he got the bag, and in like fucking November, he just in practice, and it
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, that's it
That's
forever.
my career.
That's the end.
I'm done.
I hope we don't play the Buccaneers in the fucking play. Whatever.
It's a
I'm-
good
I'm
thing I
over
got
it.
a golf cart from Aaron Rodgers. That's what I got.
Yeah, because he was there like the whole next year, and they're like, "Hey, David, you gonna play?" And he's like, "I don't know.
Maybe not.
Maybe."
And he started going on rants on Twitter.
He's still doing that.
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. I think I have him muted.
Yeah. So
Didn't wanna
the
deal with that.
Chargers, I think the AFC West is going to be it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, the Raiders don't have a defense, but the offense with Pete Carroll and like Genty, Geno Smith's a massive upgrade.
I think they are.
they're
They're firmly frisky.
They're frisky, especially like on offense. They're getting close to like formidable. So we'll find out. I mean, I think that offense could be cool. The defense is still going to be atrocious, but
Yeah.
AFC West will be a bloodbath. But I think the Chargers they're a wild card team at minimum.
Yeah. I also have the Chargers.
Harbaugh
as my
don't
number
lose.
6. So we are in unison there, as we
Yeah.
are in all things. Dustin, you're number 5.
My number 5 is going to the Commanders.
Wow.
What?
You guys don't have them on your list?
No.
No,
No, I
not?
don't.
no, I do not.
I want to hear why you don't.
I want
wanna
to hear why
why
you
you
have
do.
them. Don't, because then you're just gonna be like, I believe the exact opposite of all of that.
Oh my gosh. Well, you got
It's your pick.
I want to hear why you
Defend your
don't have
pick.
them as a top 5 team. That's so funny, Dustin. All right. No, so
Defend it.
so what do you got? What do you got?
Well, you guys kind of worried me when you said Terry McLaurin's not practicing.
He's
You didn't-
not.
you didn't
that was
know
a big
this.
factor in it.
But Debo's out there. He's really easy to
yeah,
spot
I
too.
think he'll be fine.
He's a big boy now.
No, he'll be fine.
Playing
I think
tight end.
he'll play better than he did last year.
Okay.
I mean, you got Jaden Daniels is
Jaden Daniels is electric.
one of the best
Yeah.
young quarterbacks in the league right now.
I'd say the best, honestly.
I mean, probably he's better than Stroud.
Yeah. Like who's a like first or second year quarterback that's better than Jaden Daniels?
Can't tell you.
I'm trying to bait you into saying JJ McCarthy, but you're not going to do it.
I've already done this
You're-
with you.
Yeah. Too reasonable. So Dustin, my issue here, I'm not excited about the Commanders running back situation. I'm not excited about their wide receivers right now. I mean, Terry's good, but especially if he's like holding out or something, that's a problem. I'm not excited about their offensive line, and I'm not excited about their defense. So it's kind of Jaden Daniels, and that's it. You know, I don't really. I see them as a team that could probably beat anybody any given week type of thing because Jaden Daniels is that good. But especially, and we're not even taking into account, Jaden Daniels could regress a little bit, C.J. Stroud-esque. You know, we've seen quarterbacks do that, Jordan Love, and you know, people have that situation. So I didn't put the Commanders in my top 10. I don't think you did either, Adam.
I have them as an honorable mention just
Yeah.
because they got to the NFC Championship game last year.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is awesome. But other than him, their team is very suspect.
What's going on? Yeah.
Like, Marshawn Lattimore isn't fixing the defense. Like, that's not going to...
He's old now, isn't
Yeah,
he?
that's not going to solve the defense, which was atrocious if you actually look at it. They're not going to be perfect on fourth down conversions. That's just not going to happen. They're not sneaking up on anyone. Running back room isn't great. Obviously now, like Robinson, who, you know, and then you got Zach Ertz is the starting tight end. That's
Marshawn Lattimore is the same age as me.
yeah.
Just kinda ruined my day a little
Receiver is very, very meh. Minus Terry McLaurin, who is wanting to be traded currently. So, like, do I
Yeah.
think he'll probably get a deal? Yeah, but at the same time, then he's not playing. He's got to ramp up. Like, this could be. They don't have the easiest schedule like they had last year. It feels like a comeback down to earth, and obviously, Jaden Daniels has to avoid the sophomore slump.
Yeah.
It does hit. Look at C.J. Stroud. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jaden Daniels didn't do a bunch of podcasts, though,
It's
this
true.
offseason.
He
So he
didn't.
tried to kind of
That helps.
dodge it a little
That
bit.
helps.
Yeah.
I also think the way he needs to get a little better at not taking some big
I
hits
think
every
you
game.
are obsessed with Jaden Daniels and the hits that he takes.
There are compilations, Kevin, of
Yeah.
him just getting
And you
blown the
sit
fuck
here
up.
and just watch the compilation.
I've seen them enough. I've seen the
like, oh no, Jaden, he's getting hit again.
because he's not a big dude. He's got a very small frame.
Nah, he's skinny. He's not a Cam Newton.
Yeah, it's scary.
All right, Adam, you're number 5.
My 5, I have the Buffalo Bills.
God damn it, stop taking mine.
I think the defense will be a bit of an issue this year, given reports out of camp. Especially,
Yeah.
like they have not.
I mean, they gave up 38 points to the Chicago Bears.
not look
in the
great.
preseason.
Other offensive weapons will definitely need to step up because Josh Allen, like while we've seen what he can do, it's still like he needs
Is
they need something.
Who's their receiver who's hurt?
Khalil Shakir.
Shakir, yeah.
Yeah, Shakir. So like he had a career year last
What the fuck
year.
happened to Keon Coleman?
He's
still
he's there.
exist?
He's
What's-
there.
what's going on with
Every
that?
time on Hard Knocks, you'll see him like catch like a kind of contested catch in the
Ooh.
end zone or
Yeah.
whatever, like a fade ball. It's like, all right, cool.
I mean, they got Dawson Knox, top 4 tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Um,
Never forget.
added Josh Palmer we'll find out now that
Gross.
we'll see.
Ugh.
Joshua Palmer, what he can do.
They did sign James Cook.
They did
so
sign
that,
James
that
Cook.
situation is
But
remedied.
you just know that touchdown regression is going to hit so hard for James Cook. He's
and
not,
for Josh
he's
Allen,
not
he won't
getting
get any
18
touchdowns.
Yeah, I just think the Bills
It's the offense is Josh Allen elevating the pieces around. him.
correct, and the defense is not. I mean, they added Joey Bosa. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. He's old as shit and gets hurt a lot. So
yeah.
he's the worst Bosa that you could have.
I mean, there's only 2 Bosas.
He's the worst of them.
I guess.
Yeah, correct.
Feels a little unfair.
Well,
He's also the second best Bosa you could have.
But not the best.
Yeah.
The worst.
Okay. I also have the Bills at 5. I echo your sentiment. I just kind of feel like we're in purgatory with the Bills. I feel like they don't really they made a big move to go get Diggs and it worked out really well however many years ago that was. Now it feels like we're just we're doing the same thing every year and expecting a different result with the Bills. They're going to be a good team.
They'll run into the Chiefs
Yeah.
in the playoffs and lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Until
they
some of them can
could
break.
go on a run in the playoffs and win a bunch of games in a row and get to the Super Bowl. They won't, but they could.
They could. There is a world.
There's a world. Dustin, you're number 4.
My number 4 is the Bills.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
You better not have the fucking Bears on your list at this point. I forgot about it.
He did have Ben Johnson as the number 1 coach.
That's true. Fuck.
This is a
I'll
problem.
lose all credibility the
guys
first
will just
live
have to
stream show.
find out.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out in 15 minutes here. Okay. So you have the Bills.
You have the Bills as 4.
I have the Bills as 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 4, I have the Detroit Lions.
Motor City. Wait, no fucking. Adam, stop it.
Just-
I have to check my list. Jesus.
While I think they will take a step backwards this season, this is still a very good football team.
Yeah.
It is. Regardless of having to replace both play callers and Dan Campbell having to actually maybe do some more than just cheerleading on the sidelines and talking about grit and biting kneecaps
Yeah.
and putting
What else
massive,
could you need?
massive clumps of dip in and copious amounts of coffee.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find out how he's gonna do without his coordinators, because the first year they didn't have Ben Johnson calling offense, it was really bad. I think they won 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, this is a huge question mark. This is definitely the team in the NFL, I think, with the most coaching question marks, which is funny because they didn't even lose their head coach.
No.
But I think we all kind of know
play callers.
that they lost all of their play callers. They lost 100% of snaps in terms of play callers.
Correct.
And I think they're a talented team. It just depends on whether or not they can execute on a vision.
Defense is a bit of a question mark just because of already dealing with some injuries and Ali
Yeah.
McNeil, and you have, Alex Anzalone getting up there in age. The corners, they added what is it, DJ, what is his name?
Reader?
DJ Reader? Is it DJ? No, that can't be it. That he's a end. DJ Reed. They added DJ Reed. And he was really solid when he kind of needed to be, I think, but that also is that being overshadowed because he got a lot of work because people weren't throwing at Sauce. I don't know. I mean, he looked good, but he's also going against receiver 2s and not starters. He's going to need to be that now.
Yeah.
Brian Branch, very, very good. Kirby Joseph, I don't think is going to have 8 or whatever it was interceptions.
Going to have 8 knees, though.
Yeah, he could. So I just
I have a whole closet
they
full
won
of
15
knees.
games last year. Regression will come just because it just has to. I mean, the laws of regression tell you it will.
It doesn't have to.
So by that logic,
have a better year.
your team probably not gonna win as many this year too.
Probably won't win 14 games.
And my team probably gonna win more, honestly. They were only down at 9.
won 10, didn't they last year?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, we probably won't win 14. Probably not.
Packers 2024.
My team will
record.
not lose 10 in a row this year.
Shot bet.
Bold.
Shot bet.
Shot bet.
Yeah.
Give me like 3-1 on that.
Yeah, that's
please.
gotta
There's
be-
no
that's
way
gotta be
we're doing a 50-50
All right, so
10
you-
loss
You're the one that
streak.
brought up shot bet.
So you also
my
had
team won 11 games last year.
yeah. You also had the Lions.
Yeah, I'm intensely worried now that we're gonna have like 6 through 10 just be the exact same. This is a great
know.
illustration of why Dustin is such a necessary part of the show, because Adam and
Become the
I,
Kevin and Adam echo
Adam and I
chamber.
have a headbutt on specific issues,
But
on
everything
a lot of
else, it's
things,
lockstep.
We do very much agree.
It's just
You know,
Just our teams.
We would never have a Commanders out here to talk about.
No.
They would have been totally ignored this episode if it weren't for Dustin.
Yeah.
So that's why I like
Welcome.
I like having that here. And we're gonna talk about the Bears probably at number
dear
1 too.
God. Yeah.
So Dustin, you're 3.
My 3 is the Baltimore Ravens.
My God.
What?
Stop it.
Why?
I'm getting concerned.
He can't. There's no
no
even
way.
Dustin.
This is the
even
bit.
Dustin wouldn't
this
do
has to
this.
be
No, I have the Ravens there. Obviously, they're a really good
I
offense.
thought you were
no, I have the
gonna shut
Ravens. He just keeps
I,
going.
okay. Anyway,
I mean, you got a solid defense. They're always a good defense.
yeah.
I mean, Lamar it should have been MVP last year.
Correct.
Totally robbed. Probably the biggest robbery we've seen in our lifetime.
Yeah. Besides when Matt LaFleur won 13 games, 3 seasons in a row, and never got a Coach of the Year nod.
You're not bitter at all.
No, I'm not even upset about that one. I think the Ravens are really good. I think the Ravens retain an excellent head coach,
Yeah.
a phenomenal quarterback. They have pieces as far as receiver goes that are serviceable enough within that offense. Derrick Henry is young until proven old.
Tractor
you know?
Cito, baby.
Yeah, I mean until
keeps
we
on
see
moving.
him fall off completely, I'm not going to discount it. And the defense is solid. I don't. And their kicker is no longer
They
a
added
sex pest,
Jair.
so that's good too.
How upset will you be if Jair plays 17 games?
I mean, he won't. He was already getting his knee drained like a month ago.
But like, what if he does?
I don't know. I don't give as much of a shit. If he went to the Vikings, I'd be really upset
Yeah.
about it. You know, that's the type of thing. I don't have anything against the Ravens or Jair.
You guys play the Ravens this year.
We do.
Yeah, we played the
Yeah.
entire AFC North.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun.
Maybe he'll gritty on us. I don't know. I don't know why you do that.
Sure.
I'm just remembering Jair now.
Yeah, we're Paige and I we will be at the Ravens game, so that's gonna be fun. Vikings Ravens game. So
Might be fun.
yeah, she actually is kind of conflicted on. I'm like, no, you shouldn't be, but you can root for Lamar,
fake
but then
fan
hope
right
for
there.
the Vikings to win. So
Kind of a fake fan.
I mean, Lamar's gonna have a good game, I'm sure.
Adam, you're number 3.
My number 3, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep. All right. So I think Kevin and I have the same picks 6 through 1, probably.
Yeah, we do.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Bullshit.
Reports say that the Chiefs want to go back to a more vertical passing attack, which would be sick. Signed, like anyone that just enjoys watching football, I think, because they're not aesthetically pleasing to watch
Yeah.
in current state under the Matt Nagy regime.
Yeah, and there's also I saw comments from Taylor Swift's boyfriend that said that he wasn't really in playing shape at the beginning of last year. He was kind of
Like the
I don't-
report said.
I don't think anyone noticed, honestly. I think
No.
he got away with it scot-free. I don't think any of us saw how fat and slow he was out there for
Yeah.
most of the year. But hopefully that means he's going to try
Yeah, I mean,
harder.
like
I
if
mean,
this does actually happen and they go back to more of like the early, I guess first handful of years of Mahomes' offense, it's gonna drastically elevate this team's ceiling, which is kind of crazy to say because they made the Super Bowl and they won the previous 2 minus last year. So it's all obviously like if the NFL chooses to suspend Rashee Rice for like half a year, that puts a damper on their season.
especially if he gets to play the first month and then
and
gets
then
suspended for
because like
half a
there, there could be some crazy implication, but the defense is still very good. I mean they're coached by Andy Reid. They have Steve Spagnuolo running the defense. I mean this is already with one of the better home field advantages you can have. It's Patrick Mahomes still, so I have a tough time. Isaiah Pacheco fully back. He's not going to be dealing with like the Tony Pollard coming back from a leg break mid-season and having to try to deal with that.
I guess he's still kind of though within like that year, isn't it? Like the whole year after the injury,
I mean,
they're
I
still
think
kind
it's
of down.
I don't know. I feel like he came back the same season. Like it was last year was just a lost cause to begin with. I think from jump, but he'll be back to running like he's pissed off at the earth, which is always fun to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The Chiefs, they have won their division for I don't know how many years in a row now.
Yeah, I mean, there's an Andy Reid factor to all of this as well. There's
Still
a
very good.
Spags factor to all of this.
Yeah.
They were in the Super Bowl last year. Yeah, they kind of got
show up.
boat raced a little bit in the actual game, but the Chiefs are really, really good. I put them at 3 as well.
Yeah. All right, Dustin.
So I put the Chiefs at 2.
Okay.
And the reason I put them
There's no shot. There's
the reason
no
I
way.
put them above the Ravens, who I assume is your guys' next pick,
Maybe.
is that the Chiefs are the Chiefs. They're always there. They're just always there. It doesn't matter who they have playing. It doesn't matter. Well, I guess
this
besides
is some
Mahomes.
fucking Trent Dilfer level analysis, right?
Besides Mahomes, it really doesn't matter who's around him. He's going to find a way to win when it matters. And the Ravens,
Except the Super Bowl last year.
oh yeah,
That didn't matter.
but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
The Ravens last year showed a little more inconsistency for me. That's why I have them below the Chiefs.
Which feels odd because the Chiefs, everyone was saying they sucked. Like they were like
They were playing
dead,
like
and they
shitty
kept- and
football.
They
They kept winning by like a point
Yeah.
every week.
That doesn't matter in the NFL. You just
Like,
got to win.
What were the standings now?
And
I
I'd
have
say
to
a team
look.
that wins
I mean, they won like
wins
15
more than other
games.
teams. I
They
mean,
won like 15-2.
No, but I'm saying like what were the points for, points against? That I'm very curious
Oh.
about. So the point differential on the Ravens was it doesn't do it for me. I got to do math. Jesus.
You just look at 2024 standings.
750. I'm looking at it.
Mm.
100 plus 157.
Really good.
The Chiefs
I
were
think that was
plus
like the best.
59.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, the Ravens were more consistent.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Chiefs ended on a loss to the season too, because they rested
'Cause
all
they
their
s-
starters. Yeah.
They could have easily. They would have went 16-1.
I mean, Dustin, I don't know. We're clowning on you a little bit, but it's like a 2-3 difference. Who really gives a shit? Adam, tell
Two.
us what our 2 is.
Baltimore Ravens.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Feels like this team will finally break through. I think with a deep playoff run. They've been feels like knocking on the door. If Mark Andrews didn't have bricks for, I guess, a chest too, because it literally hit him in like the gut.
He's like the
the
thing in
chest, like-
Fantastic Four, which is
yeah.
bricks.
I just I don't know how he didn't catch that ball. I mean, no one. It was mind-boggling. Yes, that would have only tied it, but momentum was feeling very much with the Ravens in that game. I don't know, and especially at that moment. So I just feel like they're so well coached. Their defense, if Jair even plays like half the season, that's only going to add to the defense. Obviously, if he sits out, then it's like, okay, what's the point of him even being there?
But they're not paying him that much. I
Correct.
mean, they're not super leveraged into Jair.
yeah, so they remain one of the like scariest teams because Lamar Jackson is terrifying. Like I don't know if there's someone like he's right up there with Josh Allen, and
Yeah.
I guess if Mahomes goes back to if they become more vertical passing.
What Mahomes used to be,
Yeah.
we have what Josh Allen, Lamar are, and we have what we think Jaden Daniels is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Ravens are they will be one of the best teams, and if they aren't, then I don't know what to believe.
Yes, I also have the Ravens at number 2, which is annoying. All right, number 1 team.
Dustin,
Let's run.
I-
1, 2, 3 right here. Dustin, don't you dare say what I'm scared
why don't
you're.
you and I both have the Eagles?
Yes.
We both have the Eagles. Dustin, are you joining us?
Yeah, I have the.
Oh,
I
alright.
didn't do it.
There we go.
I didn't do it this time.
This guy's a fake
Not
fan.
even in the top, but he has Ben Johnson as the top 10 top coach.
Top coach. Yeah. Very nice.
I was already told they had a ton of weapons.
They had a ton of young guys.
Coaching was the only reason why they didn't do
Ben
anything.
Johnson's
last
a
year.
young guy, I think.
I think he's younger than Andy Reid. So you got that.
Yeah, I mean low bar. So we all have the Eagles. The Eagles are stacked. The Eagles remain stacked. They lost a couple pieces.
Remain
but
mostly intact.
Yeah,
they lost. They lost Kellen Moore, so the offense. But that honestly might help.
I mean,
Question
it
mark?
might just change how they attack you because basically what the Eagles did last year is they had awesome receivers.
Yeah.
They had a decent quarterback and they had a phenomenal running back, and they mostly used the running back.
And because they had like the best offensive line
Yeah.
we've seen in quite some time.
And now this year they could just be like, all right, maybe we'll use the receivers a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of, it's annoying.
the offense will have to evolve because Saquon is a physical freak, but he had nearly 500 touches last year.
Yeah.
And history is not kind to people that have led the NFL in touches.
He's on the cover of Madden.
And he's on the cover of Madden. There's a lot going on. People are just hoping it cancels each other out. So you can't expect like Saquon to replicate obviously what he did either in 2024. Just laws of averages will tell you can't.
Yeah.
But he could. There's a world.
There's
but
a
I also
world.
think there is a world where the passing offense is a lot better because they're going to have to be because they're just going to have to throw. Like Jalen Hurts didn't even have over 3,000 passing yards last season.
Yeah.
It's crazy in 17 games in
He's not
modern
very
NFL
good, but yeah.
with A.J. Brown on your team.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I think we're unanimous there at the top. That's nice and boring.
yeah. Honorable mentions. I did have the Broncos and the Commanders. Broncos defense among the best in the NFL, but I'm not convinced on the offense. And like the way they played is super sustainable because they relied on a lot of dink and dunk plays and contested deep balls to like Cortland Sutton and like there were the crazy went to Marvin Mims like on 4th and whatever like that won them the game. Like there are a lot of things that kind of happen that you're like you can't really replicate that. I mean, if you looked at the average air yards
Yeah.
per pass attempt last year, Bo Nix was ranked 30th out of 36 at 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of just stuff all around the line of scrimmage. And I just don't know if they have the offensive. Like, you can get away with that if you have, like, really, really, really good guys. Like, as soon as they get the ball in their hands, they're dynamic.
But they did kind of get away with that last year.
Yes, but I feel like they were put in a lot of really favorable spots with the defense, though, too. That's where I'm like,
But the defense is still going to be good.
It's relying on a lot, and there's nothing it's not a sexy offense. And I don't know. I
don't
can't.
think Bo Nix is sexy?
You want me to bump the Packers? I'll put the Broncos in there.
No.
That's who would get
No,
bumped.
I don't actually.
So
No,
that's
actually-
who has between on 10.
Yeah, okay.
So you're welcome.
No, thanks.
I don't know. Any other honorable mentions for either of you?
I had the Rams and the
Also had the Rams.
Bengals, I think. And, like, the Bengals, I want to put them up, but I just can't.
Bengals are like 1 or 2 offense, like rank. Maybe like, I guess, honestly, probably up there.
Yeah.
Top 3 offense. And then their defense is like just 30 to
Horrendous.
32.
Yeah.
So it has to meet somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, they're a top half team, but I don't know. You can't just play one half of the game or a third of the game technically. But
I would say it's more than a third. I don't know. Special teams is not 1/3 of the football game.
No.
But
and even then, Evan McPherson wasn't he kind of up and down? Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, he didn't have a great year. He had a really good rookie year. But yeah, he didn't have a great
he's
second
Young
year.
Wei cooing it.
Okay. Before I go here,
Hey, I had the Bears on my honorable mention, just so you guys know.
good.
Sweet.
It's good.
Very cool.
Had to get him in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did too.
happy about that.
You actually did?
No.
I can't believe you think
Liar.
he's with a grin on his face.
I'm staring at you laughing while
Yeah.
I say it. You're like, wait, but for real?
Well, they deserve it.
No, they don't.
No, they do not.
Deserve. What are we talking about? Deserve.
Yeah, no one deserves anything.
Yeah.
They won the off season.
They've won it the last 4 years apparently, and they've done jack shit. So they beat the Packers.
Dustin, I want
first time in a
there's
decade.
there's a deep dark part of my soul that like wants your team to be the best out of all 3 of us because I don't know what you would do. Like it would be so interesting to watch.
Probably just talk about how bad your teams are. to be
Yeah,
honest.
You wouldn't even.
You
talk
wouldn't
about how
even
good his
enjoy it.
team-
You would just be like,
Oh,
yeah,
I'd
you guys
enjoy
suck.
it.
Yeah.
Just
It would
turn
just
it
make-
negative.
And you're like, how come? He goes, because you do. You don't score as many points as the other team a lot of the time.
yeah, he would flaunt his lack of analysis
Yeah,
at us, and there's
yeah.
nothing we could say because we'd be
true.
losers.
Now we'd just be clinging to any advanced metric we could find.
Yeah, DVOA.
Yeah.
Big DVOA season is almost back.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
All right, Paige's top 10 teams here. She honorable mention. She had the Broncos and Bucks. Number 10, she also had the Packers. They're a good team, but Josh Jacobs can't carry them on his back all season. 9, San Francisco 49ers. If everyone can stay healthy, I think they can have a good season. 8, Washington Commanders. They made a good run last year, and if Jaden Daniels stays out of the sophomore slump, I think they'll have another good year.
Okay.
7, she had the Minnesota Vikings. They have a consistent offense and defense. It will just be waiting to see how McCarthy steps up. 6, Los Angeles Chargers. I think the team is going to be more competent in the second year under Jim Harbaugh, so only get better, which valid.
Sure.
5, the Detroit Lions. Yes, they lost a lot of coaches. However, they still have really good players. I just don't know if they can seal the deal.
Can't get laid.
Yep. 4, Buffalo Bills. I think they are a good team. I just don't know if they're good enough to beat out the Eagles, Ravens, or Chiefs. Josh Allen can only do so much. 3, Kansas City Chiefs. They have made it to the Super Bowl the last 3 years, so it's hard to not put them in the top 3. 2, I was kind of surprised. 2, she has the Baltimore Ravens. think their ceiling is very high. With Harbaugh and Lamar, I think they can make it all the way.
I don't know how you could possibly be surprised.
Because I thought she would have the
Lamar.
Ravens 1.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
I was confused.
1, she has the Eagles, solid overall team. They just won the Super Bowl in dominating fashion. So,
Seems like a pretty safe list.
well, I mean, she's got the Commanders on
Not
there.
a lot of
Got the
risk.
Vikings on there.
Got the Commanders.
The Vikings are a consistent offense and defense, Dustin. Except for
We don't know
the
that.
most important position in sports that is a complete unknown and won't even play in most of the preseason for some reason.
Okay.
Did we talk about that?
I mean,
Because we talked
not
about
on-
that
not on air.
specifically. How you feel about J.J. McCarthy just not playing at all in the second preseason game?
Yeah, because he played during both the joint practices and he played a ton.
That's
They
not the
liked- they
same.
liked.
That's not the same thing.
It's still better than nothing. So
Dustin, don't you think it's weird?
Wait,
Caleb
doesn't- he
Williams
doesn't
didn't
really
play
get
in the
hit
first one
in the
for the Bears.
practices.
I don't. Look, we're not talking about Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but he's
Adam.
an established
Jordan Love
starter.
didn't play last game.
He is the thumb surgery.
Oh, so he gets hurt.
Yeah, he had surgery on his left
He doesn't always get hurt.
thumb.
Wasn't he?
The left
Surely he
one.
wasn't hurt last year.
Surely he wasn't dinged up all year. That's what all I hear is why he wasn't as good.
That was the soccer field's fault.
Oh.
We're not playing in Brazil this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
hopefully.
So now it's the turf's problem.
In fact, you guys are playing on 2 soccer fields
so now
back
it's
to
the,
back.
Now it's the turf's problem.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
Yeah, it's the turf's fault. The turf did this to us.
Okay.
I just think it's weird. What I saw from JJ McCarthy in the first week of the preseason, I would not have been like, "All right, kid, take a seat. We'll call you back up when the season starts."
You know they keep playing during the weeks, right? They don't just play preseason.
Yeah, but
games.
it's not the same.
It's also not the same in preseason.
Yeah, but it's a hell of a lot closer than anything else they do.
A lot of like now that they added joint practices and the way they have it, preseason games they're not what they used to be. Like I really don't think like how would you feel
This feels
considering?
copish. I don't know.
I mean, I told you, would I like to see him play at least a series every game? Sure. But do I also acknowledge that if Kevin O'Connell is clearly comfortable and okay with him not playing, I'm going to trust that process. He's got a pretty good track record. So with quarterback plays, I'm very much okay with it.
I mean, he's got.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I know better than a guy that's with him every single day.
I don't want to open a can of worms right at the end of the show, but every time I hear somebody say Kevin O'Connell has a great record of quarterback play, he's got a successful season of Sam Darnold until he didn't. He had Kirk Cousins, who was playing at an All-Pro level before that even happened.
He got the best he got Kirk's playing the best of his career.
Okay.
With him. Sam Darnold, we don't even have to talk
veteran,
about that.
which is the opposite of what J.J. McCarthy is. Sam Darnold, I do give him some credit for, but then when he had lesser guys, when he had the Josh Dobbs of the world, it was a fucking
Because Josh
mess.
Dobbs is really, really good before that. Like he still
No, but
looked-
you guys are acting
there was
like
there was a
he's-
month
like he's
where
God's
he was
gift to
it was
coaching.
a, it was
like
a
he's
Jeremy
this,
Allen.
like
It
he's
was a Jeremy
this,
Lin
like,
situation here.
infallible quarterback whisperer. Like if JJ McCarthy is just alive on game day, it's a foregone conclusion that it's going to go well. And I don't know if Kevin O'Connell has earned that.
Okay.
I don't see that yet.
This has nothing to do with the fact that he's the Vikings coach.
No,
Of course.
No, I'd be saying about it, even if he was the Packers coach. That's how honest I am.
Yeah, of course.
Unbiased.
Yep. That's you.
Spitting
Unbiased.
straight facts.
Yeah. Okay.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Adam.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're just straight facts over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, like we're gonna do next week. It will be our. What did we decide?
We
Our
decided that
top
it would
10
be our floor ceiling
floor
week, and
ceiling
the following is the preview
Correct.
predictions.
Yeah, so we will be doing our floor ceiling predictions, where we will be going around, and this is always a fun thing year to year. Does Dustin understand the assignment? Notably, he said the Bears had a 16-1 ceiling.
and a like a 2-15
15
floor.
floor.
he just
And I
he
don't-
put every game as a toss.
So
up
the
on whole
goal,
schedule.
is to
All
have
are
it as
toss-ups.
small of a window between as possible, like trying to nail
He
it
hit that window.
with as little like wiggle room.
He hit that window. He did lose the ceiling after week 2. They were 0-2, so
Correct.
the ceiling was gone.
Ceiling
2
was
weeks
gone.
into the season,
Yeah,
which is hard to do.
it was a very basement coated house.
But,
very
but he
much
did hit the
underground.
window. I don't think you hit your window that year. I think you were 1 or 2 games outside.
I don't know. I think I was in there.
No,
my
because
window.
I remember us clowning on
Was
you
that
for
the
not
year
hitting
you guys
your
went
window.
like 9-7 or something?
Yeah.
Or 7-9.
Oh, that was the Kirk Cousins year.
Yeah,
that was the Kirk
So
Cousins.
you guys didn't hit your window, you idiot.
Yeah.
Dustin hit his window.
God, I can't believe I didn't predict Kirk Cousins getting a season-ending injury when he's never had that. Damn it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well. All right. We're going to do that next week, and then we're going to get into actual NFL coming up here. So thanks for listening to another episode of 10K TV, presented by 10,000 Takes. Go to their website at 10ktakesmn.com. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. If you just search 10K Takes, you can also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads if you just search State of Skull or at State of Skull 10K, where we post links to the episode each week, as well as clips from the episode, highlights, reactions, memes, news for the Vikings, Packers, Bears, as well as the NFC North and NFL in general. We are in the home stretch. I mean, we're now back to
Almost taste it.
we're back to recording weekly until February.
I got a fantasy football draft tomorrow.
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
fantasy
too
football
early for
season
a fantasy
coming.
football draft.
It is.
but
It is too early.
I didn't decide that one. Yeah, it's good though.
It's good.
I can feel it in my plums.
Yeah, we're basically here. We're basically here. I've been your host, Enemaz, supporting the Vikings, joined by Kevin Olm, who supports the Packers, and producer Dustin Luco, who supports the Bears. Kevin, final words.
Left thumb.